ever fucking remember some random ass anime from like way back when? Only 90s kids remembers, except I'm not talking about 90s anime. I'm talking like shit that like you never really watched, but someone around you might have watched, and it was kind of like present, and you don't remember if it was good because no one talks about it now, and no one talked about it then. You remember that kind of shit? That kind of anime?
I do. There is an anime that every once in a while I go back and try to find, and I just can't find it. Like, and I don't remember the name. I'm trying to find the name of it. Basically, in like 2008 or some shit, it was when Toonami was canceled on television. And so it went like for a moment there was Toonami, but it was online only. It would like stream. You could like stream the episodes on Cartoon Network, so like, you know, the Toonami website. But they had like exclusive anime that they were streaming, and there was one where that like was the main
thing, right?
Yeah. The main character was like this fucking, I don't even know. He looked like Scar from Full Metal Alchemist. Like he's like this like brown skinned character, and he had white hair, and he had like the power was like he had this like wind orb. It's like a little marble or something, and it started with a K. That's all I remember, or it had a K as part of the name wasn't that long, and there was a K somewhere in there. But to this day, I cannot find evidence of that or this Toonami online block's existence. Like, it's just gone.
I'm really glad you brought up the Toonami like online only stuff, because what I'm bringing to you today, the on a silver platter, was for a moment it was a PSN exclusive anime.
Wait, what?
Apparently, at E3 2008, you could download this anime called Zammed: Lost Memory, and that is spelled XAM apostrophe D : Lost Memories. And like,
wait, I XAM apostrophe D : Lost Memories. What
yes.
the fuck is
it was
this?
made by Bones, dude.
What?
Like, that's the wild thing to me. Like, you know, Bones had already done Full Metal Alchemist, so they had just done Eureka 7. So they were already in it, you know?
Dude, what the hell?
To bring up this PSN exclusive anime is bewildering to me.
This is absolutely wild.
Like, props to them, because for a point in time it did seem to be the future. To the point even when, like, fucking, what's it called? Crunchyroll, that's the one. How could I forget that? Crunchyroll had their, like, when they started, like, gaining popularity in the mid-aughts, in the mid, like, 10s, they were like Icarus approaching the sun. They were like, oh, we can do our own original anime. Apparently that studio just shut down. But, like, I don't even know, like, what they put out, if at all.
Jesus. This is like, dog, what in the...
Dude, I'm telling you, Zammed: Lost Memories. My friend brought it up out of fucking nowhere, and, like, it's ridiculously good.
I gotta watch it, like, because
it's on Amazon Prime.
It looks legit interesting. Like, I'm looking at this, and it looks like, I mean, it looks a lot like Eureka 7.
It feels a lot like Eureka 7. I believe the character designs were the same.
Yeah. I'm about it, honestly. I loved Eureka 7, so I'll check this out.
Do it. Like, it's straight up not talked about. Like,
Yeah.
my friend brought it up out of nowhere, and I'm like, dude, literally, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, are you
None of
talking
this
about
makes
the
any
hit
sense.
PSN anime? Like,
Hit PSN exclusive, Zammed Lost Memories. Like, dude,
Zammed Lost Memories.
anime is wild. I didn't think I'd be able to find it for streaming, especially like here in Japan, like, you know, VPN stuff. But
Yeah, that seems wild to me still, though.
like, the moment I saw that it was PSN, I was like, oh, this is lost media, buddy. It's gone.
It's gone, brother. Oh, I'm looking at the voice actors in here, and they voice some pretty good stuff. The main
Yeah.
character is fucking Taichi from Digimon. I'm in.
Oh, you know, that does make sense.
Oh wait, no, that's not Tai. Oh no, that's not Tai. I didn't zoom in on the picture enough. Oh no, I'm getting canceled.
Is it the guy from the second season?
No, I don't think it's anybody from Digimon. I don't know who this is. The hair looks like Tai though, so
You know, it's Soul Bad Guy.
yeah, it's oh my god, it's so bad guy. So bad guy. Speaking. Oh, happy belated Father's Day.
Yeah.
To all the best fathers in anime. You know, like Soul Bad Guy, Whitebeard,
Dodon.
Dodon, Belmare. Who else is another good fatherly figure?
Spencer, you know.
Spencer. Who else? Oh, the
Spencer
dad
from iCarly.
Spencer from iCarly. The dad from Yotsuba.
Oh, he's real good too. Yeah.
That
Isn't
was
it
like a
fucking
wholesome
weird
one.
that he's like a military veteran?
The dad at Yotsuba, he is.
I'm pretty sure he found Yotsuba like as an orphan. Like I'm pretty sure I have a vivid memory of like a panel of him in full JSDF gear, like
Jesus.
seeing like an orphan Yotsuba.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's like, okay, before I go on this next tangent, because it's a very deep one. Welcome to Paramecia Fancast, the One Piece fancast where we review the latest chapter of One Piece, have a different late discovery, blah, blah, blah. My name is Franz.
My name is John, and it is in fact break week. So the volume 99 SBS came out, so we're kind of just gonna meander around and do whatever, and eventually get to that. Continue with your tangent.
So, I believe I'm double checking right now, but Dark Horse Comics, the DC like subsidiary, I think they did a like gritty. It might have just been DC themselves. I'm not sure, but it was like a more adult, quote unquote, gritty, quote unquote, Flintstones comic series. It was a 12-issue limited series. 2016 was the first issue. And Fred and Barney are also happen to be war veterans. But you know how Barney has Bam Bam, right?
Yes.
And how like Bam Bam does not look like Barney.
Isn't it
nor
implied
Betty.
that Bam Bam is like... I always thought Bam Bam was like adopted, wasn't he?
Yes, I believe in the original Flintstones lore,
Yeah.
I believe it is implied that
And
Bam is adopted.
I need to state this because don't ask any questions beyond what I tell you, but I have seen so many different Flintstones, like porn dojins, that like I just don't know what's original canon anymore.
Oh my
They exist and they're out there.
You're
I've
doing
seen
this to me on
I've
Father's
seen
Day.
so
On
many of them
Father's
that-
Day, no less.
On the Lord's Day, no less, on Father's Day. Yeah, no, it's so I assume that
up.
Bam
Shut the fuck
Bam
up.
is in the original canon. I always thought that he was legit like adopted. Because also in the live action movie, didn't they make a joke that like he was adopted, Bam Bam? They like found him or some shit.
I think so, but the crazy thing about the Flintstones comic specifically in standing their ground about Bam Bam being adopted is that apparently like this is like an anecdote that I will not substantiate because I'm not about to try and look for Flintstones comics issues. But apparently, like, in whatever war that Fred and Barney were veterans of, they wiped out a whole, like, it was genocide. They committed genocide, John.
Dinosaur genocide?
No, not dinosaur genocide, people genocide.
See, because I thought that I was about to bring up the wildest thing about this is that they're war veterans in dinosaur times. So what the hell did that look like?
Don't.
But now you're telling me that they did not commit dinosaur genocide, but they committed human genocide.
Yes, they committed human genocide, and Bam Bam is the sole survivor. And as an act of repentance, Barney has taken it upon himself to raise Bam Bam, last of his kind.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That's insane. That's insane. It reminds me of a scene at like the end of Billy Bat that I read. There's basically these two guys in the middle of a war, and like they're just, I don't know where they are. It's this Russian guy and this American guy, and they're just like aiming guns at each other. And they're like, oh, like, you know, you came here, whatever. Like, I'm gonna shoot you. And he's like, dude, like, you're not gonna shoot me. Look where you're stepping. And he's like, you're stepping on a mine. Like, you're stepping on a landmine. You're gonna blow up. And then the other Russian guy was also stepping on a landmine. And then they just like stand there and they put down their guns and they're just like talking to each other. And they both are wearing the same shirt of Billy Bat, like a Mickey Mouse. And then some fucking war orphan gets up in the middle of the battlefield. He actually wasn't dead. And they're like, whoa, kid, like, watch out. Like, don't, you're gonna walk into a landmine. What the hell? And the guy is like, oh, like, I'm gonna get him out of here, but I'm coming back for you. And then the Russian guy, like, doesn't believe him. And then he ends up coming back for the Russian guy to defuse the mine. And he's like, I told you I'd come back. And I was like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, I assume that didn't happen with Fred and Barney. And I do assume that I want to search this up because I'm assuming they went into graphic detail about this genocide.
I do think so, but the fact that this is information that exists in my head has fried my brain. So I don't know, man.
Brain equals fried.
Prehistoric genocide.
That's insane to me. Like, what? And they just like
the worst thing about it is that because of how the Flintstones works, it's basically like all of their technology is like dinosaur based, right? So are the guns dinosaurs? Yes or no?
Have you seen, I don't play Valorant, but there's a gun in Valorant where it's like the gun is a dragon, and when you reload it, it like its wings, like it grabs the thing you reload it with, and it hugs it, and then that becomes like it takes it from you, like it shows your character's hand going to reload it, and it takes the thing from you and then like hugs it, and that's like the like the mag. But is it that, but like a dopey looking like dinosaur that obviously doesn't want to be there? Because none of their technology wanted to be there, you know?
Right. The worst thing about it is that like the dinosaurs were somewhat sentient and conversated with them. So does that mean so Fred and Barney are war criminals, But does that mean the dinosaur guns that they may or may not have used were also war criminals?
Oh God. The people don't kill people, guns kill people.
This is starting to sound like the whole, like, in Star Wars, if you think about droids too much, you start realizing that they're literally just, like, sentient slaves.
Yeah, actually.
Let's go back. SBS, yay!
SBS, yay! No, let's actually not go back. Let's get the...
Please!
I want to go home!
My feet hurt.
I want you to know that I have been, while this is going on, scrolling through the Toonami fandom, Toonami lineups, 2004 through 2008. I'm going to find this stupid anime that existed. I don't know when. I don't know how. I feel. You know what I need? You know what I need? Shoutouts to Tite Kubo. I need to be in the dimension that existed between Karakura Town and the spirit world. The one that had the train that would run you out. And they're like, oh, if you get hit by the train, you die. And the reason the train existed was because, like, time does not flow in that. Like, time is endless in that. Like, it doesn't flow. So you could just stay there forever so the train runs you out.
Fuck, yeah, I remember this.
And so then, like, Ichigo, because... Aizen and his hubris is like, I am greater than God, and he destroys the train. Ichigo's dad is like, this is our literal only chance. Like, you can literally train endlessly in this room, and we might have a shot at beating Aizen. And then, like, he comes out of the portal literally, like, 2 minutes after he entered in the real world, and it's been 2 years, and he's just canonically 2 years older. He's 18. His body is 18 now.
Isn't it fucking wild that he was 16 in the first place?
I mean, yeah, it's wild when you think about it that he was 16 before all that.
Thus also making Chad 16?
Dude, Chad's a legend. But, like, man, that's what I need. I need, like, endless time. Or, time, Ghost Rider paradox. I need that. What happened at the end of that, where the guy's like, oh, you have unlimited, like, time is stopped forever until you finish writing that story. I need that, but time is infinitely stopped until I can find this stupid fucking anime.
And then when you find it, your life is gonna get canceled.
Yeah, basically. I will say, what I've learned from this Toonami fandom, like Toonami Saturday Night lineup, is that they played Bionicle's Mask of Light a lot more than once.
Dude, I fucking love it. Like, it came on a lot. I remember watching Mask of Light a lot.
So good.
Like,
so good. See, my fondest memory of Bionicle's Mask of Light is when we'll be chilling in our personal Discord and Franz will enter another voice chat, turn on Rhythmbot to play the entirety of the Bionicles movie, and then ODST drop the Rhythmbot into our voice channel and then just post the troll smiley face as like... as we have to now deal with the whole Bionicles movie playing.
It is 1 minute of silence for a bit. And then you hear the old Lego movies. They had a whole thing of like the Legos falling, and it'd make a like sprinkly like, and then it'd make the whole like Lego logo, and then it'd be 3 minutes of like Matanui, whatever, blah blah blah, and then immediately opens up with our fucking quote-unquote hero, just the chronicler out here, Takua! Exactly like that.
Oh, Takua.
Like, that's as far as you should ideally go. If you can withstand that much of the Bionicles movie, then you're ready for the rest of it.
No, did I just find it? Did I just find this stupid anime?
I can't believe this.
I think I found it. Kiba?
That sounds familiar.
Oh, wait. His name was Zed. Let me search this up. Kiba
There's
Zed.
Orbs?
Oh my god, it is! This is him! Oh my god. This is it.
Yo.
I can't believe after... Guys, your listeners, if you're listening to this, you've just witnessed history. I no longer need the endless abyss. I found the dumb anime that's probably bad. I finally found it.
Oof, 51 episodes? That's pretty long, bud.
Yeah, that's pretty... Ooh, 51? Man, sounds like the people who watched it had a good time.
I don't know what it is about me, but like for me, a good anime is like 26 episodes, at most 30. No more. Because I don't like manga adaptation like anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can deal with long animes, like 50-something episodes, if it's just really good. It's just out of this world, like the story doesn't, like, you know, drag on too much. Like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I think it clocks in at like 50-something episodes. That's good. That's some good stuff. That's true. But even that's kind of unfair, because that was like, yeah, of course. But like...
Yeah, that's the gold standard.
I'm trying to think of other ones that was like 50-something episodes. Zoids, the original Zoids, Chaotic Century. Oh my, that's 50-something episodes. That's a banger.
This anime is not looking too hot already, because I immediately, like, episode 4, tournament arc.
What, of Kiba?
Yeah.
To be fair, I never watched it. I never watched the whole thing. I remember watching like the first couple episodes, and then I watched the last episode to see what happened. And the main character was stuck in like an orb of darkness, and it was like, oh, you have like a choice to make, and if you make the wrong choice, like humanity dies. And I was like, what the heck? And then I think they canceled the Toonami Online thing.
Probably didn't end up finishing.
Yeah, that's my recollection of all of this.
You know, I feel like I should watch Outlaw Star. It's one of those that was like always talked about.
Yeah.
But, you know, I never got to it.
Yeah, Outlaw Star, that's a good one. That's a good one if I do say so myself.
Is it like good?
I remember rewatching it like, well, at this point it was a while ago, but at the time I rewatched it, it was like the first time I had rewatched it like since the old Toonami days, and it was pretty good. It has a lot of the same vibes that like Trigun does.
Okay.
So I was like, oh yeah, I like this. It's very 90s, I guess. It's the best way I can put it.
Openly gay character from a late 90s anime. Let's see. Oh, hey, he doesn't look like a fucking caricature, so I'm already here.
So I'm in.
Bare minimum, baby. You sign me up.
Bare minimum, baby. Oh man. Good God. Should we get started with talking about at least some of this SBS? There's some actually good stuff in here.
Where are you finding this SBS information?
I didn't even send it to you. Look at me.
No.
Noob. The last thing I sent to Franz was the Sonic the Hedgehog OVA OST. The greatest song ever made look-alike. Please search it up. It sounds random, and it is, but that song, I remember, okay. I want to talk about the SBS. I don't want the meme of this episode to be that we keep saying like, yeah, we're gonna get to it, and then we never do. But as y'all learned from the episode with Trey, like Trey loves tangents, we love tangents. It's a match made in heaven, baby. But I remember buying this Sonic the Hedgehog OVA on VHS from like, I don't even remember what store it was at this point. It was some record store that they had at the freaking it wasn't Aventura. It was one of the malls. But anyways,
was it an FYE?
FYE. Yes, it was.
For your entertainment.
Dude, FYE. I remember getting this VHS and going home and watching it. And all I remember is like Sonic is British and Knuckles has a cowboy hat. And I was down for Knuckles with the cowboy hat, and I think it's a damn shame that they've never gone back to that redesign of Knuckles.
Did he have an accent?
I don't think he had like a cowboy accent.
That's a damn shame if not.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I really don't. But I know Sonic was British, and he has a great line where he's like you know, I know everything you're going to do because you're me, and you know everything I'm going to do. Strange, isn't it? And he's like yelling at Metal Sonic, and it's like, yo, what?
Fuck you.
Oh god.
Let's go into the SBS. This is for volume 99, right?
Yeah, they announced, what was it? It was volume 99, 100, and 101 are all gonna have the covers of each of these volumes are part of they're all a 3-part volume, cover, yeah. And it's actually really cool. It's the volume 99 is Big Mom, and then it has like Jinbei, Robin, Usopp, and Chopper, and it's like all the homies in the back. Volume 101 is Kaido, and it has the other Straw Hats there. And then the one in the middle, volume 100, has Luffy, and I'm almost certain it's supposed to be the scene that we got in chapter 1000 with where Luffy walks straight past both of them.
Oh.
I think that's what it's supposed to be a reference, because he's right in the middle of both of them, and I'm like, oh yes, like,
yo, Fifth Emperor, let's go.
Fifth Emperor. Oh, it's so good.
Oh man, I should pick up a volume then.
Yeah, I have the Viz, the new collector's edition from Viz that leaves off where mine, or that starts where mine left off. It's all of Dressrosa through Whole Cake Island all the way up to the Reverie volume, I believe. I have that on pre-order, and I think it comes out later this year. And I have that and the Sanji cookbook. Sanji has a cookbook that they're releasing, and I have to simp for my man.
One of these days, dude, fucking filmed special, we cook out of the Sanji cookbook.
Dude, I legit will. When that comes out, I'll legit find a way to get like the camera rig on some binging with Babish shit, and I'll record myself each video making one thing from the Sanji cookbook.
Yo, we got it. We're in there. My god, that'd be good.
So good. But yeah, this is the SBS from volume 99, and it starts with some funnies, where it's like, Oda, how do you read?
Courtesy of Artur, by the way. Library of Ohara.
Yeah. Artur, every time the volume SBSs come out, he always puts in the work. He does fantastic work. He will translate the entire thing. Follow him on Twitter, because when it comes out, usually he'll tweet a lot of the juicy stuff right then and there, and it's like, ooh. But I know for this one specifically, it was one of the main things was he revealed Kid's Devil Fruit's name. I think it's like question 3, yeah. He's like, in volume 98, you revealed Kaido's Devil Fruit name, which was the fish no mi model, like Azure Dragon or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. And he's like, but could you please tell us the name of Kid's Devil Fruit? And he's like, Jiki no mi, magnet fruit. And he's like, oh, I didn't mention it before, huh? It allows one to freely manipulate metal with magnetism. I should have mentioned it somewhere within the main story. Next time I'll draw something about it.
Honestly, and I'm like, I don't blame him.
Yeah. It's one of those things, just funny to read that, like, huh, I guess I never did do that, huh? Well, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, I'm gonna send an SBS question in courtesy of Coco in shitty Japanese. Lord Oda-san, where and how did you come into contact with the GX11 5-pin aviation connector?
The fuck up. Question 4 I really enjoy because it's right up our kind of shit. I have the request of a lifetime. Please let Starry, like Sabo's brother, sit on the empty throne. Oda's response? No.
Yeah. Oh God, so good. Fucking Starry, whatever his name is, I hate him. And he wanted to sit on that throne like the little poop lord he is. And I already know. I've been telling this I tell this to everybody when the empty throne comes up. When that final fight happens, when we're in Marijua and like the war is going down, I'm calling it right now. It's going to be either Buggy or Usopp that sits on that throne, and I'm leaning towards Buggy.
Dude, it has to be Buggy. There's no one else.
Yeah, Buggy is because I can imagine the perfect. It's gonna be just like all the shenanigans that happen in Marineford. Like he's gonna be like, "Oh man, I'm pooped. Like I'm tired," and he's gonna sit down, and then he's gonna look over, and all of the people are gonna be staring at him, and they're just gonna be like, "The king is here!" Like, he's finally like either that or he's gonna get chased off of the throne.
Dude, either or.
But I'm just like, can you please let Starry sit on the empty throne? No. Next.
It's so good. We also get a little model of the fucking Oda's been doing. What do the kids call him? Gijinkas?
I think so. Wait, yeah. The anthropomorphized ones.
Yeah. Surprisingly, the other word Gijinka is easier to pronounce.
Yeah. That's what it is? Gijinkas? I'm just going to say that.
Gijinka, I think it is.
Gijinka.
I'm not too sure. I ain't hip with what the kids are doing.
Dude, I've been out here trying to say anthropomorphize the whole time. Like a freaking spelling bee kid, dude. I could have just been saying Gijinka.
Fuck, spell anthropomorphize right now.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Whoa.
No. Okay, I know it's mind you, there's no way for you to believe me, but I scrolled up. I don't have it on my screen. I know it's ANTHRO. Is it PAMORPH like PHIZED? Something like that, right? Oh God, am I out?
You got all the way to anthro, but it's anthropomorphized.
Oh God,
you're out of the spelling bee.
Oh God, my family really needed this win. We really needed this win. God, the spelling bee was gonna end all of our problems.
I'm sorry, John, but you've been kicked off the island.
Yeah. Oh God.
No, but Oda's been doing Gijinkas of the like Zoro's
everybody's
swords,
weapons,
the straw hat that Luffy has, bunch of stuff like that. So here we get Nami's climb attacked, and
I love this drawing.
It's so funny. It's just a bastard.
It's just it's just a bastard who's drooling and laying on the floor, and like the hair is rainy, and then the other side of the hair is sunny. The body is just clouds, and then because the climate attack can extend, it's got extendos. One leg is much longer than the other, and it says extendable leg.
But both legs are probably extendable. But it'd be really funny if it's one.
Just one.
Yeah. That'd be
love it.
Chef kiss.
I love it. I also liked this. So I love when stuff like this happens in the SBS. Like, pen name Yana was like, when Usopp was rescued by Komichio and Otama, he said, "Ole do de do de do 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 boo." And he's like, but could he perhaps have intended to say, "Ore o dareda to ometeru, which is like, who do you think I am? And he's like, for the moment being, though, I'm just glad Nami is safe. And Oda was like, wow, like, good job deciphering it. You're correct. Like, that's what he meant to say.
Dude, I hadn't... It's the kind of thing... So, like, right now I'm doing some freelance proofreading, but I would never be able to do translation. Like, because when it comes to translation, like, some spitballs come at you. And you really just gotta, like... I can't. I'll just get beanballed.
Just get beanballed.
Nuh-uh. There's no way about it. What I really like about SBS's, though, is, like, the really, like, campy... The slice of life questions. Because, like, here we've got question 8. Odachi, good evening. Among the Straw Hats, who cuts someone's hair when it grows too long? And he points out Usopp, Sanji, and Robin. There's 3 of them who are pretty good at cutting hair, so whenever someone's in need, they'll ask them.
Yes, good.
That's so interesting to me. Like, I can... So, Sanji's a fucking pervert. Does he cut...
No. Does he cut... I know what you're about to ask. I gotta come to defense from my boy, because...
Oh my god.
Look, every SBS, there's one where it's like, oh, like, who... Like, what are the sleep schedules? Like, what time do they wake up? And Sanji goes to bed the latest and wakes up the earliest. And he specifies, oh, it's because he was raised in a restaurant and he's, like, cleaning up and, like, stuff. And then when he wakes up in the morning, he prepares all of them breakfast and, like, everything. So I imagine Sanji being, like, I imagine Luffy being a little butthole in the chair, and Sanji just has to keep turning his head the way he needs it to cut the hair.
But Luffy's made out of rubber, so Luffy will just keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
His head would be turned... Oh, it's so good.
And then, like... Because, see, it's stuff like this where I can imagine... I think we had talked about it in our Discord. The discussion came up where we were all just kind of like, man, like, I like the sort of, like, vibe, I guess, of... I like the vibe of just the Straw Hats being able to do stuff. Like, just chilling. And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I like those moments, and, you know, they still exist, like, definitely smaller in scale, but, like, they exist, you know.
We need more.
I think you had posted, or someone said that, you know, like, the scope of the story, especially right now when we're in, like, the literal end game, like, we're about to start the end game, like, you know, I can fully understand, like, Oda kind of being like, yo, like, it's about to go down. We don't got time for this stuff right now. But I do love these questions, like you said, because we get to imagine, like just knowing all these characters as much as we know them. I can imagine, like, Robin, like I can imagine. Okay, hear me out. I imagine Robin, like, cutting Chopper's hair, and, like, with a whole bunch of arms. 2 of the arms are, like, scissors and comb cutting the top of his hair.
Yeah.
One of the arms is holding his hat, and then 2 other arms are holding up a little tablet for him to watch, like, little cartoons or something.
2 more arms are there filing his cloven hooves.
Yeah. Like, and I imagine all this is being done while Robin is, like, reading.
Yes.
Like, she's just reading something.
Dude, there's so much good. There's this whole egg question. How do they like their eggs? I don't want to get into... I don't like eggs. I will say the most egregious one. Luffy's favorite way of eating eggs. Sunny side up, almost raw, with mayonnaise.
Disgusting.
Fuck you.
Absolute.
Fuck you, Luffy.
Yeah, fuck Luffy. Absolute ape. I do want to say, because I was like, oh, but then it was like, oh, how do they like their fried eggs? Do they like them boiled, cut in half? And I like eggs, but I don't like I like fried eggs, but I don't like them, like, I don't know. I'm not big on the runny. You know what I'm saying?
Hate it. I hate it.
I feel like the runny is weird. Like when I see these food YouTubers like fetishizing the runniness of the egg, I'm like, no, I don't think I like that. I don't like that too much. And I think I only don't like is because when they say scrambled eggs, their scrambled eggs are too runny. Their scrambled eggs is like oatmeal consistency. I'm like, no, if I want an oatmeal, I need oatmeal. I want scrambled eggs. I want those bad boys cooked and scrambled. Like there's going to be a little bit of wetness, but scramble the goddamn thing. I don't want sauce. I want egg. But some of these are good. I can appreciate Robin's taste, sunny side up, steamed with black pepper. That just sounds good. I'm all for it.
That seems pretty reasonable. Like, I feel like a lot of Americans are against the idea of eggs with ketchup, but that's pretty commonplace outside of the United States, I feel.
Yeah, eggs with ketchup is good.
I hate eggs, I hate ketchup, so it's egregious to me.
You're the enemy. No,
fuck you. We're moving on to the next question.
No, I just want to say I don't know what coddled eggs means, but I do appreciate how Nami and Usopp like both of their eggs coddled, and then I do like that Usopp and Sanji like their eggs the exact same way, just with different sauce.
Yep.
Because I imagine, like, what I imagine when I read this is that Usopp had the eggs that Sanji made and was like, wait, like, or like, Sanji made him eggs and was just like, here, I made them the way I like them. And then Usopp had them and was like, this is amazing. I need this all the time now. Like,
but I need it with ketchup.
Yeah.
Demon. No,
Demon.
Speaking of the kind of like information that we usually get for the Straw Hats, Oda has finally rectified his greatest sin of waiting so long to give us a like Jinbei information. So he basically filled in all the blanks. On the Vivre card, apparently his favorite food was already listed as Mozuki seaweed vinegar and fruits. I don't understand how vinegar can be your fucking favorite food, but go off, Oda.
Go off.
But his least favorite food, new information here on the SBS, parfait. I understand this. Because it says,
please.
Because it's hard to eat. Because, like, okay, look, parfaits look good. Parfaits can taste good. But theoretically, it is a stratified drink. Not a drink. It's a stratified food. Are you supposed to go layer by layer? Or are you supposed to, like, commit some kind of fucking food crime, stick your hand in, and then fucking scoop out every single other layer? Because they always give you a spoon that's fucking... They give you a mixing spoon for it, like a cocktail mixing spoon. It's tiny, it's thin. No. Your only recourse if you want every single layer is to stick your filthy fucking hand straight into the parfait, claw up every fucking layer, and shovel it in your sorry mouth. I agree with Jinbei.
I agree with Jinbei. See, I've eaten yogurt parfaits, and those, you could just mix the whole dang bad boy up. You could just put envelop that whole bad boy, all the layers, in yogurt, and it's delicious.
Just have a milkshake.
Am I a monster? Am I an ape for doing that?
No.
Maybe.
No. I disagree, but
it's the only way.
Milkshake.
I guess so, but it's good.
It's good, yeah.
I like it with the granola.
Ooh, that's really good.
But see, yeah, I can agree with this. I can agree with not getting all of the layers, and I feel like that's what pisses Jinbei off the most.
Yeah,
I feel like Jinbei, with his giant hands, his giant, manly, fishy hands that are probably really calloused from doing karate all the time, they give him that tiny spoon, and he can't. How is he with the tiny spoon? Thin? To mix drinks for a parfait?
Like, second hand.
Yeah. My man needs a goddamn ladle to eat it. Like,
dude, oh my god. This is, we might have to bleep the name of the restaurant depending on how doxable it is. We'll have to talk about this. But, what was it? Jack's or Jackson's ice cream?
oh yeah, like all the way down near the beach or whatever. Yeah.
It's on the East Coast beach. It's not Miami Beach. It's substantially north
I
of
forget
Miami
which
Beach.
beach is on.
Yeah, I don't remember which one it is. Hollywood Beach, Adri from downtown. I'm glad to see that she's awake because she gotta go to work soon. But off Hollywood Beach, and man, they serve you like you know the saying like, oh, everything but the kitchen sink. They have a fucking menu item where it's just the kitchen sink, and they just fill it with a disgustingly obscene amount of ice cream. And straight up,
it's one of those things where it's like, if you can finish it, I think they give it to you for free or something like that.
I think so, but it's like enough for you to like vomit. You're going to vomit.
Yeah,
especially since it's next to the beach. You either just came from the beach or you're going to the beach. If you just came from the beach, your stomach's your stomach's shrunk in the heat. If you're going to the beach afterwards, good luck. All that dairy's gonna ferment. You're gonna vomit all over the fucking seaside.
It's a good time, honestly.
And that shit, like, you need a ladle for that shit. That's the kind of thing Jimbei needs.
Oh god, he needs a fucking Jimbei ladle. Oh,
ladle
man.
and some ice cream. He's got his favorite color, ochre, nice, perfect shade of yellow. His number,
nice
10. Don't know if that's like any like wordplay going on.
Maybe. Oh, for the ochre, for the color, you mean?
Yeah,
it might be because orca or ochre.
Oh,
I mean, he's not an orca whale, but
it's a whale.
It's a fish, haha. But I like this one specifically because of what happened with Frankie and Robin.
Oh, yeah.
And the motorcycle incident with Brooke.
Yeah.
Because he's his position on the crew if they were a family. Father. And if you remember other SBSs, Robin was like the mother, I believe. So far, Frankie was the father, but he's now been relegated to be the pervy granny.
Get cooked.
Jimbei has unknowingly, as the newest member of the Straw Hats, cucked Frankie.
Hell yeah.
I'm here for it. I like smell. Smells like the sea. Like, okay, I guess. I know all the other Straw Hats. Yeah, all the other Straw Hats got their smell, but it's like, this one, he's a fish, Oda. You can't just say that.
Yeah, I'm not saying this is I'm not saying it in a this is a cancelable offense kind of way. I'm saying,
oh no,
diegetically in canon, would it be racist to go up to a fisherman and be like, "Oh, you smell like the sea"?
You know, those are brave questions you're asking, and I don't know the answer.
His associated Japanese prefecture, Kagoshima, don't know dick from fuck.
Lay it
about
on me, Doc. Is it a shithole?
It's the deep south.
I thought you were about to say it's the deep web. And I was like,
all the info's on the deep web. It's a really small prefecture, but like it's all the way out in the southernmost tip, other than Okinawa.
It's cool. It's cool. I've never been there. I decree that it's cool.
Yeah, it seems cool. Associated country, India.
I love that. That's so sick,
dude. It feels good.
It fits, especially because like I feel like I know he wears like, well, I always thought he just wore like the traditional like kimonos, but like I wonder if his clothing is supposed to be based on some like Indian style of clothing. I wouldn't put it past Oda because he's done that with I finally realized why. I found out. I did some research, and by research, I watched a I watched the One Piece like top 100 video that they posted.
Yeah.
And Anaru was really high up, and one of the guys on there, one of the content creators for One Piece, he's Indonesian, and he runs like the One Piece like Indonesian like some fan website. But he was saying that like he really likes Oda's attention to detail with Anaru in specific and some of the other characters from that arc, because Anaru and his sort of goons, his cronies, they all wear like Anaru's pants are specifically like this traditional Indonesian style of pants, and they have like a specific name. I mean, I apologize, I don't remember the name, but I remember it's like this very traditional style of pants that are worn in Indonesia. And the guy was like, yo, like, you know, it's so cool that like Oda, like, you know, learns so much about like these like, you know, countries and cultures, and like that stuff ends up in like, it just makes the world feel like much bigger. I'd be interested. Yeah, I'd be interested to like, I guess sort of do some diving here and there and search to like see if there's something from Jinbei, like maybe like his clothing is, so like I said, it looks like a kimono and he wears like the thing, but I wonder if that might be also like some sort of Indian garb that he's wearing.
I'm no fashion expert, but I do know that like for a long time in a lot of human history, textile designs in different cultures have had different meanings. Even like traditional Japanese textile designs, like all the ones that the Demon Slayer kids, all of those textile things, like those have their own inherent meanings to them. So I really wonder if perhaps, just going out on a limb here, Jinbei's kimono and such has some sort of relevance to like Indian textiles.
Oh, it probably does.
Who knows? It'd be really interesting to find out.
Yeah.
Don't know how to dig deep on that, but
yeah,
hopefully we'll find out someday.
That'll take time. But I do like associated animal. And now you'd think this would be whale shark, because I think to this day it's just unexplained why he can speak to whale sharks. But bear, his associated animal is actually the bear.
I mean,
which
look at him.
Look at him. He is a bear in every sense of the word.
There ain't nothing about him that's not a bear. He looks good like that. His cooking specialty, katsuo no tataki. It's so katsuo is a red meated fish. It is what they use for bonito flakes. For bonito flakes, they like hyper dry it, and then you use like a special like shaver in order to shave off the bonito flakes. Katsuo is like a really, really important fish to Japanese cuisine. But this dish specifically is when you take katsuo, you take like a nice cut of it along the flank side, and with the skin included, you basically like very quickly broil like all the sides. So if you have like a triangular long piece of it, you broil all three sides, and then you cut it into like, let's say like 1 centimeter, maybe less, slices, and it comes out really good. It looks like it's rare fish, like completely fucking raw.
Yeah.
Because it is. But it's safe to eat if it's like sourced relatively well. Like I wouldn't trust that shit in America, because I don't know where the fuck that's coming from. But at least here, there's laws about like where they source it, and like, you know, if it's like mildly fresh or whatever, they'll tell you what prefecture it was caught in, or if not, they'll tell you that it was like sourced in the Indian Ocean. Personally, I feel like that's like close enough where I'm like, okay, this is relatively fresh. And then what they'll do with a lot of food that is prepared like that, they'll flash freeze it. In flash freezing it, it retains the texture, but it kills all the bacteria. And then on top of that, what you really have to worry about when it comes to like a lot of meats, like a cut of meat, any cut of meat, what you really have to worry about is the surface bacteria. There's not really that much bacteria inside that's going to mess around with things, but the surface bacteria is what will usually fuck you up. So as long as you cook that relatively well, you're kind of okay. Again, if you're not a professional, don't fucking do this.
Oh, God. If you're not a professional, you're going to end up like Homer Simpson when he ate the blowfish and thought he was going to die. But, oh, man. So, I want to speed through these only because they're like, we're approaching the time. But also, there's some good stuff. My favorite, what goes on in his brain, and it's just this a window view into Jinbei's brain. It's virtue, fist, wiseness, water.
That's so, like, absolutely quintessential Jinbei.
Yeah. The other one I really like is number 11, profession if he wasn't a pirate, train station staff.
That is my favorite.
I love it so much. Just to cherry pick a few of these out that were interesting. One of them was, they're like, Oda, please tell us the age, height, and favorite food of Yamato by Pumpkin. And Yamato's age is 28, born same year as Momonosuke. Height is 2.63 meters, about 2 Luffy's. Favorite food, of course, is Odin. However, he really likes salmon, eaten by biting into them raw.
Fucking
so
wild child.
Wild, but also like, could this be him poking at like he's gotta have a carnivorous devil fruit then. If he just bites into the if he bites into the maybe. There is another one that is good. In chapter 966, Rajan Rayleigh said as they were holding up Momonosuke and Hiyori, I haven't spent time with a baby in ages. Reminds me of the old days. But in those old days, whose baby did they spend time with? It doesn't seem like there's any women aboard Roger's ship, so... And Oda does the classic, like, oh, they said that? Just skip that bit. Nothing to worry about, nothing to worry... like whistling. And there is a theory out there that I kind of prescribe to, because it just makes sense that, like, basically, Blackbeard inherited the will of Zebek, but Zebek's actual, like, son is Shanks. And after the fight at God Valley, Roger took Shanks aboard his ship, who at the time would have been a baby. And yeah, and then, like, it would make sense because he's like, oh, I want to tell you about a certain pirate. And he would be telling them, like, yo, like, you gotta watch out for Blackbeard. Like, he's messing around. Like, that would explain Shanks's, like, constant worry about Blackbeard, because he'd be like, if he found out what Zebek was doing, he'd be like, yo, like, my father was into some messed up stuff, and this guy's trying to do that. Like, we can't do that.
Dude.
Yeah. Like, that's gotta be an important detail, but now with that, I'm like, I mean, maybe it's just me, like, you know, fitting square peg into a semi-square hole, but, like, hold up.
Yeah, they're real young.
Yeah.
A couple of questions that, like, really catch my eye. 16, I'm not gonna go into it too deep, but, like, someone pointed out that there's, like, 2 giraffe smile fruit users, and that they're freaks in 2 different ways. And I was like, yeah, you know, like, you know, things can happen, you know, it's not necessarily fucking natural, so this shit happens. And another smile fruit question was like, who are your favorite smile fruit users?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that Oda draws the background. He might do the background ones, because it might be his assistants. I don't remember how his workflow is.
Yeah.
But number 3 is Speed, Horselina. Number 2 is Hamlet, the fucking giraffe freak who has his, like, feet dangling in the air. Like, he's the head. And number 1 is Hold'em. And he loves Hold'em because of ye ass fucking old future robot Daltanius, I think it was.
Yeah.
Where it's just a giant mech with like a lion chest. And that shit is so good.
He's like, that's what I wanted to draw. And I do like, he's like, yeah, smiles are like dockable robots. So cool.
It's so fucking good.
But I do like question 17. Well, in 16, again, not to go into it, but he kind of goes into like how the smile fruits are made. Like, oh, he produces the sad, which is it's a liquid made by mixing the lineage factors of all types of various animals. And then when you let plants soak up the sad, they produce the smile fruits. And then the smile fruits are just like a random lottery of like just whatever ones. But then he specifies like, that's why gifters with the same animals exist, and why ability users for Logia, Paramecia, and Mythical Zone types cannot appear, since lineage factors can only be extracted from already existing organisms. This is Caesar's limit as a scientist. However, the genius Vegapunk might or might not have been able to research beyond that boundary. And I'm like, ooh.
I mean, this motherfucker puts in like Kizaru's like light Paramecia fruit. No, it's a Logia fruit, right? Logia.
It's a Logia fruit, yeah.
Into the pacifistas. So it already makes sense. Oda's just spelling it out for us.
Yeah. It's wild. And then the other one is he's like 17. I thought he was like, oh, like please tell us why the Kumo Kumo no Mi spider fruit and Mushi Mushi no Mi are different, the bug fruit. And he's like, insects fall into the Mushi Mushi no Mi category. Spiders are not insects, so they fall into the Kumo Kumo no Mi category. And I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense. But like, oh, okay.
Yeah, some science facts.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, no. All in all, it was a real good SBS. We got the wholesome Jinbei stuff. We also got that randomly question 9. Otoko is like not actually related to Yasuie.
How did I skip that? Fuck.
Long ago, Yasuie used to be married without any children, but after he lost his wife, he remained single. After losing to Kaido and surviving, he found a little baby at Ebisu Town. The baby was Otoko. Otoko does not yet know that they are not connected by blood. And it's like, no.
Baby.
No. But yeah, all in all, good SBS. The best question was 4. When he's like, can Stelly sit on the throne? No. It's the best one.
Dude, best fucking question.
Yeah.
we need to start harassing Oda. Can Buggy sit on the throne?
Yeah. No, sweating profusely. If he does that, then we know our theory is correct.
We got you, Oda. We got you red-handed.
Oh, man. But, no, that was it for the SBS, and it's going to be it for us. You can follow us on all of our social media. We're at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast everywhere else, Facebook, YouTube. You know the drill. If we're on it, we're Paramecia Fancast. Episodes go up every single Monday following the official release on Sunday. As soon as they're up to our Libsyn, parameciafancast.libsyn.com, they're sent via the magic of RSS feed to every podcatcher in existence. Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and any of them that can pick up a podcast, you can find us there. I want to give a special shout out to, I believe it's Hippo on our Discord. I am the Hypocrite on YouTube because Legend has been going through all of our podcast episodes, every single one from the beginning, and commenting 5 stars. John and Franz are trash, and I think what makes it better is that I honestly believe that he doesn't know, and it makes it funnier because he has misspelled my name, Jon, and it is JHN. Dox me, come at me.
Wait, no, you misspelled your own name just now.
No, my name is.
You said
did I say JHON?
No, you said JHN. No vowel.
Oh, Jin. Oh god, no, it's JOHN, but I like the JON. It's glorious. It's because at worst, he just misspelled it and it's funny. At best, he knowingly misspelled it and it's even funnier. So keep doing what you're doing. I am a hypocrite, D. You're doing the Lord's work. But yeah, that is gonna do it for us this week. I don't have anything else. I got nothing.
The only thing I want to say is that, like I said last week, next month we're probably gonna be doing some stuff, maybe starting some stuff up. We're still looking into it because there's quite a bit of research that we have to go into before we commit to something. But we're making some moves.
We're making moves, and they're good moves. They're moves in the right direction. I like it. It's good. Get hype. That's all. Get hype. For now, just get hype. It's gonna be good.
Man, how did we ever do funny shit at the end of the episode?
Yeah, like, it's like, I feel like before it was just like, yeah, we could just bust out the funnies at any time, and now I'm not so sure.
Sheesh!
Sheesh!